Jake.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
That's great.
So we're just going to be discussing the results of the assessments that we went through today. I'm going to let you know of some corrective strategies that I would recommend in order to work on the issues that we identified.
Yep. Was there many?
No, we'll go through them now. It was actually relatively good. There was one thing I remember briefly that was to do with your upper body, but I'll scroll through and let you know about your results and we'll get to that. So this was the static postural assessment. This was the one where you were just standing and I assessed you from all angles.
Yep.
So there was no supination or pronation of your ankles, which is good. Same with the knees. There was no, you don't have knocked knees or bowed legs or any hyperextension that was visible. Your pelvis, there was no bad results for that one. And your spine, I did put that you had like more a flat back over lordosis, but it's also fine. You didn't show any signs of kyphosis, I believe that's how it's pronounced. No rounded or winged shoulders. And then this was the one that I remembered. It was the neck or the cervical spine. So I put yes for lateral tilt because you did have I remember looking from behind, your head was tilted slightly to the left.
Oh, really?
Yes. So that, just observing that, it could usually indicate a sign of upper cross syndrome, which isn't all as bad as it sounds. It's just some issues with the upper body, which we will go through. That you did note though, I remember when I pointed it out, you did note that there was no pain. So some corrective strategies. So some stretches that I have written for you to work on the tilt. There was scapular retractions. So just kind of flexing retracting the scapulas. Banded pull aparts with the resistance band. Pectoral stretch, so you can do that like in a doorway or single-sided, like pushing, and the child's pose, which is, I'm not sure if you know that one, but we can, always happy to show you that one. The functional movement assessment results, so if I remember, this was really good. So for your squat, you remained a neutral spine, your trunk was parallel to your shins, thighs reached the horizontal plane, ankle to knee hip alignment, and ankles remained in neutral position. So they were all a yes, which gave you a score of 3, which is the best score. Split squat, everything was good. Same score. Yep, they were the same for both sides. So your left and right side for the split squat. Hip hinge was also a very good score. You can just see here what I've done. So the banded row, high-low row, push-up, they were all good. Then it came to our overhead press. So this was the one where we were sitting on the bench and I put no for the upper arm being in line with the ears because I feel like it was slightly forward. Something once again to do with the upper body. And then there was for your trunk rotation, the shoulders didn't remain square. So once again, upper body related, but everything else was good besides that. So upper cross syndrome indicates a muscular imbalance in the upper body, primarily affecting the neck, shoulders, and upper back. So that could very well be why you weren't fully able to get your upper arm in line with your ear when performing the overhead press. And I have prescribed a few stretches or corrective strategies to gradually restore balance and improve your overall posture.
Awesome.
Yeah. Welcome. So, sorry, just. Okay, so some of those stretches to help work on the rotation, like of your shoulders, I put overhead stretch, cat-cow stretch, scapular retractions again, overhead carries, shoulder taps, push press, cross-body shoulder stretches, and seated thoracic twist. We'll go through all of these when we get to the exercising part. But for the trunk rotation pattern correction, I put thoracic spine rotations, bird dogs, cat-cow stretch, and plank with rotations. So all of these stretches will help to improve that muscular imbalance that we identified throughout the assessments.
Cool.
The results for your balance assessment. So the stalk stand test results, really good, except obviously if you can see the left side, you were able to balance for a little longer. Safe to assume are you left-handed by any chance?
I'm 31 and still don't know. I'm good at certain things with certain hands and feet.
Yeah, what do you call that? There's a word for it.
Ambidextrous, but
Yeah, no. So yeah, if you remember, we did this 3 times each leg. So overall, your result for your left was 91 centimeters. So that was the one where we were reaching back as far as we can and forward. And for the right was 95. So that's really good. Okay, so I'm just going to show you some visual aids. So this one is a postural infographic. So you can see the green line. I'll just compare that to the other one, which indicates bad posture as opposed to good posture. So just making sure that your spine is neutral at all times, whether you're just picking something up or, bending over, especially when you're in the gym and you've got load, you know what I mean? So you can see just all of these things will help improve that muscular imbalance. Yeah. So I'll show you the human skeleton. So the imbalance was here, the left side, like your head was slightly tilted. So as you can see, just being the upper body, so upper cross syndrome, sorry, it's all, yeah. So yeah, like I said, the stretches that I've written out for you will all help to gradually improve that. And the one exercise that I would recommend avoiding is like overhead press with a barbell, because I feel like that you won't really be able to get that full range of motion. I think you should continue to do them with the dumbbells until you're able to improve your technique and posture.
okay.
And yeah.
Can do.
So what do you think about all that? Are you happy with your results?
Yeah, I think I surprised myself in a few of them. The upper body, whatever, sounded scary, but it should be alright.
Yeah, it's definitely always something you can work on. Like I said, just infusing those stretches, whether it's at home, before, after workouts, it will gradually improve that. I'm sure you'll start to see results ASAP.
No worries, thank you.
Thank you.